heart's delight, coming live and direct from the Gloom Tomb. My name is Michael Rapaport, aka the Gringo Mandingo. Eclecticness, big word. Every time I say a word like that, I don't know where they come from. It's just God. It's just God shining down on me. The eclecticness.
Eclectic means combining elements from a variety of sources. You look like you're swimming with seahorses. You got the eyes of Navy men and the wavy oblivion where the whirlpools spin. The ocean is caving in. The world's about to end. I'll leave you looking like Christopher Walken in communion, abducted by the alien, and nobody believe a word that you're saying. So tell your story walking like a rat-type avian.
I did not know that word exists.
A rat-type avian is a bird that don't fly through the sky from its nest. Larry Nance Jr. versus Dr. J 83 dunk contest.
Sloganize, if that's the word, if that's the word, if that's the word.
Gorgeousness, gorgeousness, gorgeousness. Is that a word? I don't know.
Every time you coming with your words, just sit there, you say one word, then here they come with the word. Trying to flip it and bounce it.
Sprightly?
Sprightly means you're full of youthful, vibrant energy. Rapaport about to make moves and slide like Bob Greasy. I ride these waves beneath me like the Navy on the sea. On Max B, Zagradi wavy like a waterbed death confession. The throw a bouquet at your funeral progression. Hoping that if they catch it, they get peace out next. Glancing over your shoulder, second guess the instinct that birds abandon eggs when they get touched in the nest. Squelch means the sound your feet make when walking through water. I'm underneath the waves like an otter. Never mind, don't bother. The Nirvana baby versus the dollar. Adam Zagradi trying to hit him harder. Like Rudy in the intro that it was written. I feel like Tupac in that Red Wings jersey as he's spitting. I feel like hitting a man wearing glasses. Ain't nothing sweet about it except exploded tanks of molasses. I'll eat a street looking like a fly paper strip. I'll stick you up and make you strip. A cowboy that shoot from the hip, and then I spin it on my fingertip and make it flip. You're going down with the ship, even though you think you're flying like a bird. Leonardo DiCaprio holding you as you headed towards an iceberg.
Let me get that
Sammy Sosa White. Like I want to get the new Cadillac and Sammy Sosa White.
Antiquated.
Antiquated. We don't fact check. It might be antiquated or antiquated.
Antiquated, old-fashioned or outdated. I was educated in the old school. I graduated with higher learning. The sickest fuck of the week award I'm earning is never given. Unforgiven, like Clint Eastwood on the plains where the cattle driven.
Explain, expound,
present and explain systematically in detail and break it down. The moldy prints can't be found. I'm like a needle in a playground. Your kids will probably see me first. Ransom notes coerced to loosen the strings of the purse. I'm a villain from the Marvel universe, like Kevin Durant versus the base guard curse. Tales of a midwife nurse, idea bubbles burst. Creep your plans on Jatavis magnificence. Wingspans over the caveman in the Alberta badlands, like fossils of footprints, bottoms of timberlands. The moldy print stands the hands of time on watch bands. Watch brand a WC Shavassan in a Sammy Sosa White Cadillac sedan.
Elated. Okay? That's a big word for some of you. Elated. Elation.
Elation, the feeling of gratification, the delectation. Rapaport's the light, let the young shooter shoot like the stars of the space light. Meteorite, twilight zone in black and white. I'm like the thing on the wing of the flight. A portrait of fright, avoiding everybody else's sight. I might just be all in your head that's getting light. You're not feeling right, your straight jacket's mad tight. You can't fight, wild for the night. Wearing a muzzle so that you can't bite. I write horror like Poppy Bright. I'm sipping dirty Sprite, high as the black night. Extraterrestrial satellite.
Emboldened.
Wait.
So
wait. What the fuck is? Did you make that word up?
No, that's a fucking word, kid.
Good shit.
Webster's, black. Yo, emboldened.
Emboldened to give somebody confidence, a sense of self-assurance. Getting hyped, I swipe a $1.50 stripe like a zebra head instead of a thoroughbred in your Casper bed. I see Predator infrared, the one that Arnold Schwarzenegger fled. They left the special force team dead and bled green, but lead spread through the jungle from the submachine, camouflaged, unseen.
Major.
It's Mage. I don't know which reality star said Mage first, but somebody said that. Mage.
Oh, that sounds good. I like that.
Mage.
Importance at the highest level of the gauge. News to make the front page. Bizarre Rapaport, mono podcast. Contrast, the image in the mirror glass. Reverse past. If I die, shed wild tears. Or get locked up in a hard labor camp for mad years. Like Korean dictators that monger fears. I got a gun the size of Rebecca from Cheers. A campaign that smears careers through dirt. The moldy prince leaves feelings hurt. Dominance, I assert. My covert operations make attention divert.
Diatribe,
a verbal attack. Like a battle rap track that says you whack on 8 Mile. A verbally abused wife that keeps coming back after staying at mom's for a while. Tupac is Birdie killing Bernie Mac. Sympathy cards in a box of a 30 pack. From Costco, the last bubbles blow in the undertow with Ogopogo of the pseudoscience. Cryptozoology lake giants. Like a headlock in the armpit of a Bigfoot stench that'll get you benched by a hairy forearm shiver. Filled with abominable snowman and shiver. I'm drunk off a cat lady. That's tequila mixed with wine and Red Bull. Wool of our eyes I pull like wolves and sheep's apparel to that cordial.
Good word. Elsewise.
That's right, yeah.
Elsewise? Elsewhere? Elsewise. That was right.
Yo, you say it.
Elsewise means by some other means, like where's your means of transportation, the room to my elsewise. Headhunters that miniaturize your head size. It's like the Lord of the Flies. You on those gray skies, highs, magpies. More than meets the eyes, like robots in disguise. I'm with the trophy, get the Heisman epitomize. And guys like Heisenberg, who won the Nobel Prize. An iceberg make you capsize. Sea levels on the rise. See you in hell with the souls that the devil buys. Euthanize any witness that testifies. They meet their demise. You get paralyzed like crazy legs from drive-bys. With 2 guns on my sides, on both of my thighs. Airplanes, machine guns shoot through the propellers when they synchronize. Zip flies during the military exercise. Through the skies over jungles of lost tribes. The ones who cannibalize the cargo coats waiting for supplies. Accoutrements means additional items of dressing, such as a diamond ring and other things that bling. On Razor Ramon when he's wrestling, with a crown on Jerry the King. The baseball bat, a sting. The Louisville slugger, easy east swing. I'm saved by the bell like bell ding when it ring. Fast gun slinging like a hummingbird's wing. Migrating north in spring, clip spring decompressing. Shooting at your feet with static cling luminescing. Atoms of grinding make you strip undressing. Lambasted means to scold or berate. Castigate, vituperate and excoriate. Means to tell somebody off that you hate. The great Danny Aiello you imitate. Impersonate when she set you straight. Lambasting is a female trait. At the time of the month when she menstruate, those little terrier women make you capitulate. I'm trying to illustrate the change of life in a wife, a soulmate who wants to separate. Divorce rate higher than the movie The Gate. When they make that kid levitate, drinking rum straight, self-medicate, turn numb and sedate. Cold like an Eastern aluminum and hockey skate. The cold shoulder dissociate. Cold case fate with no leads on the first 48 to investigate. Cold like the Bering Strait when it froze and let the Indians immigrate. Connecting Russia to Alaska state. Even though there's some debate on whether or not they were here before that date. Palpable is a feeling that's so intense. Like tension in a room that's so dense you could cut it with a sword when you fence. Like children listening to parents' arguments. Hearing domestic violence is a palpable sense in the adolescence. If you use it in a sentence, a palpable feeling is losing your innocence. The consequence of growing up in unstable environments. The hearts palpitate suspense, awaiting a judge's sentence. A palpable feeling is losing your defense. Whence they got evidence to put you in the penitentiary for punishments. A palpable sixth sense of evil presence. It's a palpable feeling when your hair stands up in paranormal events.
That's Adam.
Yeah.
The Stereo Podcast.
Yeah.
Legislation. Thank you. Legislation.
Legislation, it means the process of making laws. An arbitration clause because man is so avaricious that every conceivable law has been passed to safeguard him from his fellow man. Said Napoleon Hill, and think you grow rich. The bigger picture, panoramic stitch, fisheye lens, the wide angle, Illuminati eye triangle, dangle a skull like a Papa Shango from the rearview mirror of a Durango. I'm wearing Kango, vaping on Goo Goo, vanilla mango, safari in the Okavango.
Emphatically
means to speak with force. Discourse till my voice gets hoarse. The 5 mics in the source on what they endorse. The Eye of Taurus or the slow Loris in the rainforest. The old wives' tale folklorist. Time out, Zach Morris. My muscles get the sorest. Training to the eye of the tiger chorus. Delta Force Chuck Norris. Sequestered means isolated or hidden away. Like the prey to predators don't find where they stay. Andy Barclay versus the Chucky doll and Child's Play. Toothpick versus Loke Dog and Ashtray. The JFK stray ricochet. The disarray. The faces of dismay in the Enola Gay. Way back in the day, August 6, 1945, they dropped the first atomic weapon from the Bombay. And they say that the flash was so bright you could see your bones like an X-ray. Benny Blanco from the Bronx and Carlito's Way. Slay you in the subway, it was a good day. O'Shea didn't have to use his AK. You ain't got the answers like Sway. I let the chips fall where they may. Wherewithal means the money for a particular purpose. You couldn't step to this like sleepwalkers with sleep paralysis. The incubus leave you breathless. I'm chest naked with the warrior's vest. They think I shot Cyrus. I make twist on a skateboard like Burnquist. There was legitness. Adams are grinding in lyrical fitness like a gymnast.
Vehemently
means intensely emotional and deeply felt. Like the Pearl Harbor speech by Roosevelt. I got the welterweight belt. I smelt skin melt. Burning a cattle brand on my delt. In the Wild West where I dwelt. Cowboy hat made on a felt. Buffalo pelt.
Yo, he's a wild cowboy. Yo,
Hasten means to do something quick. Supersonic, quick on the draw. Gunslinging outlaw. Wanted in Wichita for what a witness saw. Pitchfork in a straw. Cowboy like Tim McGraw. Cleaning out the horse stall. His tales are tall. My stories are off the wall. Robbing y'all wherewithal. I want it all. Get down on the ground and sprawl. In the mud in a sideways rainfall. In the wind blowing a tumbleweed ball. Alcohol slurring my country drawl. In a saloon brawl. All of y'all could end up missing. AWOL with the Texas Massacre chainsaw. Mauled by the jaw, the cat and Dr. Claw. We're a balaclava at the bank making a withdrawal. Canadian tins, John McDonald wherewithal.
fix your wig piece, Duke. What's the word? I don't know what the word is.
Malleable means it can be made into different shapes, like glaciers that change the landscapes as it moves over the rock and it scrapes. Malleable like octopus change shapes and seascapes. The knuckle dragon drapes at the scope's monkey trout tapes. Malleable minds consider that we evolved from apes. I open drapes to see my vineyard, Okanagan Valley grapes. You melt the gape, seeing my estate. My money straight, my energy vibrate the same frequency as monks that meditate. Everything's a groggy touch, it's great. Equate me to the healing hands of God that rehabilitate. I mean, this now grip, my we touch. What up? I mean, this now grip, my we touch.
Congregate. Is it congregate or conjugate or congregate?
Congregate.
Thanks. Congregate.
Congregate means to come together and gather in a group like a flock of pigeons in a coop, an army troop. And if you don't congregate, you out the loop. If I shoot, a man gonna shoot me, follow suit, bash, I'm dying for me. 21 gun salute, I commute on a dog sled route pulled by a Malamute, wearing a snowsuit. I'm drinking fruit flavored absolute until my speech starts to slur and convolute. The level that I stoop is low as a taproot, the type to turn your seat against you in a domestic dispute. Prosecute with evidence you can't refute. Nothing to say, mute. I'm like Michael Graham and he slam on the hoop.
Michael Graham. Where is he? Like, I wonder is he, I never heard him really get name checked in hip hop songs. Saying some Michael Graham shit.
Disheveled.
You need to fix your wig piece, Duke. Your hair is disheveled, untidy and disarranged. The fur of the dog with mange is disheveled. The kid that forgot it was picture day, hair in disarray. The dreads of the rapper gunplay. Georgia goes sucralose of ancient aliens, hairspray. The North Coast Canadians of the Hudson Bay play me in the dog sleigh. Churchill and lamprey. I go to church and pray, but it's like talking to the volleyball and castaway.
Plethora.
Plethora means a large excessive amount, way too many to count. Like the dollars in my account, on top of the world that's amount. I'm paramount, my fountain pen right till there's no ink. Tantamount to Ken Dryden on a hockey rink. Animus means ill will, or the feeling of hate. The mind state that adds an extra 20 pounds to your max bench press weight. Trying to get hype, right for the picking. I'm sticking you up at the streets of rage drain pipe.
It was just a wide variety of
Cacophony.
What is
Cacophony.
it? Do you know what that means?
Yeah, it's like a bunch of different sounds. A concophony.
Yes.
Cacophony of sound.
I like that word, bro. That's sick.
Give me that Willie Hutch.
Oh,
Give me that
Man.
motherfucking Willie. Oh, I just got started, G. I didn't even start the music.
Drag him into the synagogue. I'm in there with you.
You hear that, Willie? Let that Willie play.
Baby, don't do it. No, sugar, don't do it. No.
Enthralled means excited by something, so you give it all your attention. A Rapaport, Willie Hutch, treatment intervention. Desert Eagle is loaf, then pointed at his mother's extensions. Thick tension, elephant in the room nobody mentions. Condescension, talking down to you in dissension. Asphyxiation under your chin, or you benching. Arms like a low rider suspension. The Twilight Zone, fifth dimension. Nightmare on a 20,000 feet ascension. And the Wright brothers' invention. Fists I be clenching, feel like pucks that goalies be catching. From Alexander Ovechkin, rope on the wrestling ring stretching. Running back and forth about to hit you with a clothesline. A jeans is drenching. Effervescent means enthusiastic, exciting and energetic. Lighting a cancer stick, I'm like Dally from the Outsiders flick. Greasy cow lick, abandoned church. Catholic, I tuck the heater between my stomach and my jean fabric. Widescreen cinematic, I see right through you like the cover of Illmatic. Patrick Swayze and Ghost, or the poltergeist inside the TV static. Riveting is a synonym for enthralled. They mean the same thing. Interesting, exciting, and compelling. R-I-V-E-T-I-N-G is the spelling. In the boxing ring, swinging like Max Schmeling. I'll leave your face swelling. Feel like you're walking on eggshelling. To keep Danny Aiello from yelling.
Pondering.
Yo, pondering means to reflect or consider, but thoroughness and care. Full metal jacket, 1,000-yard stare. Wear a pair of jeans with a tear. Knees that's bare, sitting on a backwards chair. With a flannel shirt tied around my waist, Darlene Connor. I solemnly swear the truth, your honor. Ask me for facts, I don't fact check, so lies can slip through the cracks. Flashbacks of Viet Cong guerrilla attacks. Drawn Rambo first blood, covered in mud.
Dastardly.
Dastardly means it's wicked and cruel. The cool bully in school, you'd be ridiculed like Carrie. They'll laugh at you. I carry a tool like Low Dog and don't be a menace. I'll make you break yourself. I'll make you run your jewel in the ATM vestibule. I cruel more than Slick Rick when he used to rule. I add fire to the fuel. Split atom molecule. Big things come at things that's minuscule. Atoms are broad, they cooking up some marvelous shit that make you drool. Julia Child type of style. Condescending smile like Greg Buell from 8 Mile.
Consideration? Consideration?
Consideration means careful thought when you sleep on it and make a decision at dawn. A priest went to bless your house cause you want it gone. A psychic inside the house felt cold and put a sweater on while describing it to a sketch artist. You gasped at what was drawn, it was dead on to what your withdrawn daughter drew in crayon. A paranormal phenomenon. Tumultuousness means loud like the school of tumultuous, dangerous minds Michelle Pfeiffer tried to get through to. It's like a zoo. I'm the leader of the Lord of the Flies, Jack Meridew. Threw a sharpened stick through a pig for a barbecue. In my war paint, dancing around the fire in dire need of restraint. Hold me back before I go haywire. Murder for hire, I conspire higher than the notes of a castrato choir. Nepotism means to hire somebody in your family instead of someone more qualified that applied, but the job application was denied. The resume was tossed to the side. I've been woke, eyes open wide with my third eye decalcified. Saved by the bell, Valley versus Bayside. An outsider with his hair dyed with peroxide to not be identified.
Propensity
means an often intense natural inclination or preference. Beware the beast man's propensity for violence. He kills for sport or lust or greed. That I'm not breeding great numbers, for he will make a desert of his home and yours. World wars storming the beaches of Normandy shores. The Desert Eagle 44 soars. Predators, military tours, wars for some fossil fuel, some dinosaurs. It's not a game. Commodore 64, it's not a joke. Comedy store, Polly Shore, up Schitt's Creek without an oar, or singing the Shining Twins in the corridor. Wore a mask in the bank, everybody on the floor before I jump into the getaway van through the sliding door. Hand on the Bible and swore to tell the inconvenient truth like Al Gore, or with the color of clouds before a downpour. All you heard was the roar of a carnivore before it tore your flesh off like Skeletor. Provocation is an action, a statement intended to make somebody react in anger or a violent way. Put your mouth on the curb like it's trash day, throwing punches like Cassius Clay. My wordplay is like Dashiki's poem that you read it. Don't be a menace for ashtray. Cachet is an official seal on a document or letter. An Irish setter points you out after sniffing a scent on your sweater. Ninja Turtles versus Shredder, Soch versus Grease, Nas versus Khalees, the Ghostbusters and the deceased, Biggie versus Tupac, West Coast versus the East. Cease to exist, now they rest in peace. Linda Denise Blair and the Exorcist priest, Rodney King versus the police. Adam Zagrati bring the expertise to take your king chess piece.
We need something. Yo, this is a banger.
Verklempt means too emotional to speak. Tears of joy leak down your cheek. Beautiful like a song from a bird's beak. Too perfect to critique. The view from a mountain peak where every snowflake is unique. Fresh Adidas squeak, I'm a sneaker freak. My oblique, looking like a Greek god physique. In the gym 7 days a week, never weak. With perfect form and technique. All the way from Mozambique to the Bay of Chesapeake. The I Am Rapaport podcast on fleek.
Lascivious.
Lascivious means a strong desire for sex. Consummate stickmen escape through the projects. An apartment complex that a lascivious home wrecker wrecks. Can't be fixed by architects. Lascivious men only look at women as objects. And they only got one thing on the cerebral cortex. A loaf blocker interjects. They flex the prospects.
Vilified.
Vilified means to be attacked with abuse and criticism in a disparaging mannerism. Linda Blair vilified the priest during the exorcism. Possessed by the Satanism, I got burned by holy water at my baptism. My pen is like a parasitic organism. The things that make me write in my lyricism make the dictionary eat its own words like cannibalism.
Unabashedly.
Unabashedly means without embarrassment or shame. It's not a game, but if it was, you'd be hitting that reset button with your big toe. Seeking started a game. Street Fighter 2 Turbo, Ken in front of the plane versus Vega from Spain. Eileen's cousin versus Old Dog and Kane. The Warriors versus the Turnbull ACs trying to get to the train. Disease versus Native Americans when the white people came, but they did the same. Lascivious white people got their syphilis in the brain and brought it back to Spain. Tupac Shakur versus Baby Lane, pulling up beside him in the next lane, looking down the barrel of a Glock's aim, and the outlaws claim that they smoked his ashes with their Mary Jane.
Remiss.
Remiss means negligent or careless, unenergetic in your duties and business. The opposite of contentiousness is remiss. Is it possible I'm the best lyricist? Ancient astronaut theorists say yes. Adams and Rodney don't acquiesce.
Yo,
Acquiesce means accept something even if you don't agree. ACQUIESCE. Rapaport's DELIGHT. Method Man versus Big Head Rico and Belly. Ice Cube versus NWA. No petroleum jelly. Hit 'em up. Machiavelli. Jeff Hunter from Saved by the Belly broke up Zach and Kelly.
Boycotting in the Webster's dictionary. See, because sometimes you gotta go right back to the dictionary. Boycotting means to abstain from or act together in abstaining from using, buying, dealing with, or participating in as an expression of protest or disfavor as means of coercion. Ramshacking. Is it ramshacking or ramsacking?
Ramsack, bro.
Ramsacking.
Ransacking means to search thoroughly through and steal, to rape and pillage a village and kill. The lineal descendants of Genghis Khan got guns drawn. Autobots versus Megatron. Decepticon, I slam dunk like LeBron. Hakeem Olajuwon, the upper echelon. My money long as child support payments to Octomom. All this money in my palm could choke a mastodon. And the gold that I got on is from a lost civilization in the Amazon. You look like Johnny and Ponyboy watching the horizon, staring at my chain. They know my name. Adams Agrada gets MVP up in this game.
Hey yo, I smoke so much that it's hard to get high. Drink so much that it's hard to get right. But the flow's so deaf that they gotta hear it live. We ducking bullets, so we glad to be alive. Smoke so much that it's hard to get high. Drink so much that it's hard to get right. And the flow's so deaf that they gotta hear it live. We ducking bullets, so we glad to be alive.
Rescinded means to cancel or make something void. Rescind your quality of life, it's no longer enjoyed. You cross the street when you see me, I'm one to avoid. John Connor versus the android. Using his mother's voice, he was decoyed. I got you looking over your shoulder, paranoid. In your head like Sigmund Freud. I got a fever like typhoid. I'm so hot-headed like burning cop cars destroyed for George Floyd. I'm only humanoid. I made mistakes like Foxy Brown's math on affirmative action. Hal and Joanne McLeod, participation. Trying to work it out like a calculus fraction.
Hey yo, I smoke so much that it's hard to get high. Drink so much that it's hard to get right. But the flow's so deaf that they gotta hear it live. We ducking bullets, so we glad to be alive. Smoke so much that it's hard to get high. Drink so much that it's hard to get right. And the flow so deaf that they gotta hear it live. We ducking bullets, so we glad to be alive.
Disparagingly means you're disrespectful when you talk. J Hood versus D Block, dragging his chain on the sidewalk. Another man's trash is my treasure to rhyme with the locks. But some people are ungrateful when opportunity knocks. The locks, my top 3 and my top 5 above Biggie and Pac. But I can't forget my Ice-T tape when police knock. Dead stock Adidas 6 o'clock on my G-Shock. Smooth and Pete Rock, B-Boys pop lock, B-Rabbit vs Papa Doc. All loafs matter, Cheddar Bob getting shot in the jock. Cocking the Glock, I could cancel Christmas, putting coal inside your stocking sock.
Hey yo, I smoke so much that it's hard to get high. Drink so much that it's hard to get right. But the flow so deaf that they gotta hear it live. We ducking bullets, so we glad to be alive. Smoke so much that it's hard to get high. Drink so much that it's hard to get right. And the flow so deaf that they gotta hear it live. We ducking bullets, so we glad to be alive.
Adam, cue that in the ghetto beat.
And we're gonna do a 10-10. I mean, it's gonna be a fuck. It's gonna be like, get used to it, guys.
Get used to it.
Because it's never ending.
Quantify means to measure the amount. How many are there that you count? Millions in my bank account. Got the grip of cat tongue. I never slip, cause if I slip then I'm slipping like Andre Young. I'll leave your bell rung. Float like a butterfly, believe he stung. When I swung, my gun bangs like William Hung. And a song he sung hit you and the bystanders you're among.
Tenuous?
Tenuous.
Is that a word?
Tenuous means having little substance or strength. Flimsy and weak, like the Titanic when it started to leak. How you learning at its peak? Remy on the rooftop versus Malik. Words hurt when I speak. Turn the other cheek. You ain't gon' do shit with your tenuous physique.
Nobody's smiling. Nobody's smiling.
Tenacious. Tenacious means to hold something tight. Cruising in the room tomb at midnight. The stereo glowing bright. Playing Rapaport's delight on the Sirius satellite. Tenaciously holding on until the knuckles turn white. In a high-speed chase into the tail light out of sight. The car Sammy so white in an exhaust ignite. If I let you go like the good son, did you think you could take flight? Off the balcony, Vanilla Ice or Suge Knight. A nightlight versus a child's fright. Hearing his mom versus his dad in a fight. Went to bed hungry with an appetite, without a bite or the slightest insight. How to cool Fahrenheit. Now his mother might have to wear her sunglasses at night.
Nobody's smiling.
Symposium is a meeting for a particular topic. Honey, I shrunk the kids, microscopic. Sing tic-tac-toe, this is checkers. Shoot at your toes, make you twist chubby checker. On a skateboard deck like Ryan Sheckler. DOS effects, mic check. Residual describes what is left if the most is gone. What is left of the face I was swinging on. In the octagon, Agassiz versus Agamemnon. Adams erotic about the throw. Punches like Vladimir Klitschko. Blow for blow, you wanna talk like a bitch? Let's go. Jeremy Ross at your house, extra full.
Nobody's smiling. Nobody's smiling. I'm from the. Nobody's smiling. Nobody's smiling. Nobody's smiling. Nobody's smiling.
The song that you're about to hear is sponsored by Ixrafo. I'm knocking somebody right the fuck out.
Get the fuck out here and fight me right now. You talk like a bitch. Let's go.
Nobody's smiling.
Don't front. Don't front. You know I got you open.
means relevant and opportune. I'm the medicine for the sickness in the spoon. You ain't gotta go to summer school in June. Let's get that Rapaport's delight. It's all the education you're gonna need to be bright. Response, fight or flight. When you see me approaching you at night, lockjaw when I bite. The coyote versus the roadrunner. Ignite dynamite.
Faux pas.
Faux pas.
Faux pas means an awkward, embarrassing mistake. I got weapons of mass destruction. Yellow cake. Earthquake versus Jake Roberts. Killing Damien the Snake. Some marvelous shit that I bake. Rhymes are like pie crust that flake. Or a Kobe beef steak. Fresh pickerel of the lake. You're fake. Your rhymes are like a meal replacement shake. They play me in every model and make. Cruising the strip till sun break. Rapaport's the light, keeping neighbors awake. Even old people wanna partake, they wanna break. Dance, looking out their windows for a glance. Arms crossed, b-boy stance. Rapaport is Dick Ritchie. True romance, skinny genification means really tight pants. Willie Hutch treatments going on rants. I got you open like a wide expanse.
You know I got you open, kid. Don't front. You know I got you open, kid. Don't front. You know I got you open, kid. Don't front. You know I got you open, word. Don't front. You know I got you open, kid. Don't front. You know I got you open, kid. Don't front. You know I got you open, kid. Why you front?
Unprecedented.
Unprecedented.
Unprecedented means it's never been done before. I put the gas pedal to the floor on the Eleanor. The engine roar. Sammy Sosa white like the car I had before. Andre the Giant versus Jim Duggan's 2x4. Or an ant versus cordyceps spore. I'm a wild cowboy, Louis L'Amour. Me and Rapaport and Gerald Moody got a great rapport. The outline I shape of something is a contour. 4 times 20 is a 4 score. It means 80 on the calculator. Somebody who teaches you something is a mentor. A figure of speech that compares 2 things is a metaphor. Similar to a simile, reiterate soliloquy. Soliloquy means speaking one's thoughts out
I was
loud.
telling Shorty, like, yo, Shorty, you don't even gotta go to summer school. You'll get all the education you need, this shit, you know what I mean?
Don't front. Don't front. When I was
God, no front, you know I got you open. There is what?
There is what? What do you mean?
There is
E-R-E?
There.
It's like, hey, you're going over there.
and if I say there, what's
Look
the
at
other
that
one?
couple. They're so cute.
That's THEIR.
That's THEY apostrophe
Yeah, that
R-E.
they are. I know that.
Wait, no, you didn't know.
But what's
because you said
THEIR, Mr.
That's like
fucking-
their bag. Like,
Oh,
like
that's
hold-
their bag, like a possession.
Possession.
Got it.
There.
All right, that's a good little quick
Anyway, that was-
vocabulary English grammatical lesson of the I Am Rapaport Stereo podcast.
You learn something
I
new
don't
every day
think-
here.
I don't think anybody came to listen to the show for that. I don't think there's not one person that said, I'm going to listen to the I Am Rapaport Stereo podcast and I want a lesson on they, their, and they are.
But I can
No
guarantee
one-
you that they're happy they did.
Okay. This is what we say in Hebrew is a shanda. This is a shame.
Destitute means poor, lacking and wanting more. The outsiders wanna rumble and go to war. But cherry balance in the sunset, in front of a silhouette of a 1950s automobile. No weapons, they plague at your way, it's a fair deal. The rapper pack, row of animals after dark. I drive by from a wood panel station wagon. I call it the Noah's Ark, with a pair of llamas and twin desert eagles. Leave you in the hospitals taking pills, double blind studies, placebos. I might just be holding your head, beautiful minded like Russell Crowe. Fortitude means courage in pain or adversity. Adriana versus Silvio, driving out of the city. Dre or Mateo, you get hit by an alpha male with a KO. Free the war machine from the jail. Scarface shop in Yale. To my fingertips are sore like I was up all night reading Braille. I rail the same color as the children under the stairs is pale. Did I inhale? You always fail to tell the truth to just a tall tale. With one hand on the Bible, you lie in detail. In betrayal, pointing your fingernail. True colors they'll unveil. The betrayal of a bad boy. Sean Penn versus Paco Moreno. With the nail held over your head like a halo. The rapper pack would have let it impale. Cause only the strong prevail. And everything that I entail make you ride my coattail. I'll dredge up the past. The weight on my shoulders is like a beached whale. A message in a bottle full of hate mail. A high noon, a shell in my gun will expel. I'll make you fill a brown paper bag with your exhale. And hyperventilate. The same wind that made the slave ship sail. They'll think you're turning female inside of a hospital room with a balcony audience and a scale measuring the weight to your pecs. Cause the doctors think you got the same idea that the Tanzania tree frog has when it needs to switch sex. I upset the balance of nature until it wrecks. The double helix with my mad science projects with genetics causing gag reflex to the necks of those that see what your mirror reflects.
Non sequitur.
Non sequitur means a conclusion or reply that doesn't follow logically from the previous statements. Unexpected turn of events in a bubbly descent with shoes of cement. The rules of engagement get bent. You get sent to the mash tent. I'll deceive you with my rules of intent. Lieutenant Zagrati, loving that napalm scent.
Amalgamation. I don't know if that's a right word.
Amalgamation is a combination, consolidation of two or more corporations. Zagrati make them hit decks. I close on that connects next to the solar plex. Betrothed to my text, aiming at the bullseye, the target it'll X. I come to your funeral and cover my smirk with bliss stacks.
Come on, don't laugh, son. Yeah, finally got you, motherfucker.
You can't stop Rapaport's delight. When the East is in the house, oh my God. When the East is in the house, oh my God. Angular cases, opulent, angular cases, opulent.
When the East is in the house, oh my God. When the East is in the house, oh my God. When the East is in the house, oh my God. When the East is in the house, oh my God. When the East is in the house, oh my God. When the East is in the house, oh my God. When the East is in the house, oh my God. When the East is in the house,
verbatim.
Verbatim.
Verbatim means to quote something word for word, how it was originally heard. Drunkard minds speak the sober truth slurred, and got the pot stirred. You on the first 48 with your face blurred. Don Rodriguez from the Bronx, singing like a bird, a stool pigeon. Jesus versus Judas in religion. I see right through you like the cover of it was written. Through my vision and omission of a passage in a book is an elision. Your whole story needs revision. So many holes in your story, it's like a black hole collision. I'm holier than thou, like evangelists on the television. When the East is in the housing subdivision.
Angular cases, opulent, angular cases, opulent.
when the East is in the house, oh my God. When the East is in the house, oh my God. When the East is in the house, oh my God. When the East is in the house, oh my God. When the East is in the house, oh my God. When the East is in the house, oh my God. When the East is in the house, oh my God. When the East is in the house,
You're a formidable motherfucker.
Right.
form would always intimidating. Tanya Harding versus Nancy Kerrigan figure skating. A clown looking up at you through the super grate. A wild cowboy grip on the nickel plating, persuading you to strip, and that's degrading. As you unzip, I'll make you dance as I shoot from the hip. I'll make the fabric of the space-time rip. I'll take you on a trip in a Sammy Sosa white DeLorean to an old western township. I'm like a crime so horrid and cruel that by the time you find the courage to come forward and sue, the statute of limitations is overdue. The magic 8-ball quoted the art of war. Sun Tzu, I drew a pentagram with that blue chalk for a pool cue.
Cases, opulent, angular, cases, opulent.
When the East is in the house. Oh my God. When the East is in the house. Oh my God. When the East is in the house. Oh my God. When the East is in the house. Oh my God. When the East is in the house. Oh my God. When the East is in the house. Oh my God. When the East is in the house. Oh my God. When the East is in the house.
Superfluous, that's a $10 word. When I throw a $10 word at you like superfluous, like, you know that I mean business.
Superfluous means unnecessary, especially when it's more than enough. A poker player versus the bluff, a street tough versus the dogman gruff, trying to bite you at the cuff. Make the hackles on the back of its neck raise the fluff. Rapaport versus Ice Cube and the Cucamonga cracker killers. Horror thrillers, Will Tuck Willer and the movie Chillers. Frank Lucas watching Joe Frazier versus Muhammad Ali and chinchillas. On the first 48 with bean spillers. Thin ice, ocean nillers. Colder than snowmobilers. Steeper than Mount Thor, deeper than offshore drillers. The lynch mob and the mystic gorillas. Heath Millers, Pittsburgh Steelers. It's not a game, but if it was, it would look like a marriage proposal gone wrong. With my weapon drawn, and you run it out of the stadium on the Jumbotron.
The motherfucking Method Man is in the building for the I Am Rapaport Stereo podcast.
Colloquialism?
Colloquialism is a local or regional dialect expression. Red versus Debo, trying to get his bike back, repossession.
You got knocked the fuck out, man.
I'll lay you out of your lawn so long that underneath your body is white grass. My knuckles brass, I clean clocks between the circular blocks when I box. And you would've traded some, but had to keep pulling your shirt down to hide your stretch marks. I'm the kid in the Christmas story with the hat made of fox. A wild cowboy with flintlocks, the feathered serpent at the Chichen Itza equinox. Edgar Allan Poe's door knocks, nevermore. The Ravens Nick Moore or Morgan Cox.
Everything around me, cream, get the money, dollar bill, yo. Cash rules everything around me, cream, get the money, dollar bill, yo.
Synergy means the combined power of a group of things working together, flocking like birds of the same feather. As their wings glide as they ride on windy weather, the view from the top feels so much better. No more low sweater, I'm rocking aviation leather.
What's the word?
De facto. That's a word, right? De facto?
De facto means something that's agreed to without any formal decision in its favor. Ghost dog versus Sunny, cold lamping with flavor. Public enemy versus the power, a faint punch make you cower. Skinny black versus Terrence Howard, or the chainsaw versus Scarface in the shower.
Acclimated.
Acclimated means adjust or adapt to a new climate, situation or a place. I got a tiny gun inside a pencil case. Draw you in cartoon form with your pockets inside out and tic-tac-toe scuff marks across your face. I'm like a wolf's jaws with its fangs out as it's sliding on its paws, deking you out like Rocket Richard. A slap shot out the door that's ajar, cause the window's frozen shut, it won't roll down that far. They thought I made him strip, I caught him underdressed, running outside to warm up his whip.
good shit.
MCs act like they don't know.
Crassness means stupid and without considering how people feel. Channel 6 News, April O'Neil, Boston George and Derek for real. Slam dunk like Shaquille. Warriors come out to play at the Wonder Wheel. The rogues in a graffiti covered automobile. Kneel like Colin Kaepernick on the field. Blue steel, I conceal like a Navy SEAL. It ain't a Spielberg movie real. It ain't a joke, Key and Peele. Until it goes wrong, I keeps it real. I'll send a woman with one bare foot, swinging a high heel. She'll leave you looking like Seal in a hospital room trying to heal. A knuckle sandwich for a meal, boxing you like Freddie Steele. Means wicked and cruel, like a bully in school who put your head in the toilet whirlpool for not being cool. I'll make you break yourself, fool, for your Frank Mueller from your jeweler. Dastardly thoughts in my medulla, cruising in a 1961 Ferrari like Ferris Bueller. Collusion is a secret, illegal cooperation, especially between two nations or organizations. False narrations, take your words out of context and quotations. Fake news, publications, a caricature artist, illustrations. Shredder versus Teenage Turtles with mutations. First Nations, headdresses and reservations versus Caucasians. Cruella de Vil versus the Dalmatians. The real versus imitations, and the theory of simulation. Don't be a menace drinking your juice for hydration. OE, English abbreviation. Self-medication. Perusing means to read. Peruse the Bible, wearing my rosary beads. I see dastardly people doing evil deeds. Perusing the news feed, Rocky Balboa versus Apollo Creed. Noah's Ark, accompanied by two of every breed. Proceed to slam dunk like Rashid or Willis Reed. Death is the only thing in life guaranteed. I'm Mr. T, the fool I pitied. I divvied up the treasure that I buried, with a parrot on my shoulder that I carried. Walk the plank and be fish feed as they frenzied. Sharks a circle where you bleed in the seaweed, or a buffalo stampede running at you at full speed. He'd plead for God to intercede. Take heed, Adams agreed to exceed the knowledge that Cleomenes studied.
Break yourself! Give me your goddamn number! Come on! Hurry up! Come on! Cool. So, I'm gonna give you a call about 5 o'clock, alright? Sit, alright? Yeah. Alright, sweetheart. Take care of yourself, alright? I told you I'd get the number. Hey, what's up, homie? How you doing? Hey, man, you got everything? Cool. So I'ma get some, right? Oh, nigga, don't even play me like that. All right, come on, man.
Hush, I'm coming through with the bum rush. Feelings for style, Adidas cold crush. What? My style's ridiculous. Who's getting with that spectacular, miraculous?
Miraculous means unexpected and very lucky. The bluegrass miracle. Louisiana Tigers versus the Wildcats in Kentucky. Duress means forcible restraint. This ain't for hearts that's faint. Bamboozle means deceived by underhanded methods. Something up the sleeves of meth heads. Dissemination means to spread information via communication. Asphyxiated means deprive you of air, like a hare that's got its neck in a snare. Astute means assess a situation and to turn it to your own advantage.
You know, some women they're not good at cooking, so they go, I don't go in no kitchen. No, bitch, you just can't cook.
Hey, I swear to God, I
What?
told you about the bitch thing. I can't stand it.
You can't have your cake and eat it too. You can't have your cake and eat it. Cause you said between these streets, you got the choose.
Damn. Forgot to do something. See? Oh yeah. It ain't over, motherfuckers.
We at the I Am Rapaport Stereo Podcast have an exclusive.
Liberation means to set somebody free from imprisonment, slavery or oppression. To the reserve they were shunned. They reprimand children for speaking their native tongue. Assimilate their culture when they're young. I should be hung. Among the scum in the West was one. I spun my lever action gun like John Wayne. I draw an aim. The 44's 240 grain. I make those big boys flame, robbing a train. I break a horse and make it tame. I'm inhumane, riding it till it's lame on the western plain. I want a poster with my name. I'm haunted by ghosts of the slain. The bullet still inside my body gave me pain when it rained. The atmospheric pressure barometers measure. To be my pleasure to scalp a chief's head dressed for every feather, so that I can dip the quills in ink and write a strongly worded letter.
Mama, don't let your babies go up to be the cowboy. Check it out now, mama. Don't let your babies go up to be the cowboy.
Nefarious
Nefarious
means that you're full of sins. Hitting the dusty trail with a wagon of pilgrims. Tip my brim on my 10-gallon. On the back of a black stallion. An old K Corral and Tombstone. I'm home on the range and on a spread. A homestead, a lonely cowboy, thoroughbred. My barrel lead versus the arrowhead. My skin that is red, an Indian that red. My signs tracking is an order science. He was trying to find me sneaking from behind. The incline of horses on hind legs, falling off the spine in a saddle that I straddle. A rattlesnake spooked up a rustle of cattle. A gun battle, Lucky Luke shoot faster than a shadow. That's a nanosecond. My weapon is at my beck and call. I reckon you will fall after I take 10 steps and draw. Cause I've been stuck in my craw. It's the final straw.
Don't let your babies go up to be the cowboy. Check it out now, mama. Don't let your babies go up to be the cowboy. Check it out now.
Ostentatious. It means to seek to attract attention, like what Marty McFly was wearing when he came to the fourth dimension. To 1885 and the Doc's invention. The moldy prince is a cowboy that you can't trust. Everything just corral dust. All lies, I combust. My pants on fire, but con artists gave it a lick and a promise. I'm dishonest, plus I draw the fastest, busting slugs at dusk. I shoot out at sundown. My 6 rounds spin around and rotate. A straight shooter never hesitate. I'm out the gate for 8 seconds, riding in rodeos or bulls with rings in their nose. I swing the lassos over skulls of my foes and pose for black and white photos in the gallows, hanging them high. The moldy prince leave you hung out to dry.
Don't let your babies go up to be the cowboy. Check it out now, mama. Don't let your babies go up to be the cowboy. Check it out now.
The excitement is tangible.
Yeah, it really is. It's palpable.
Tangible.
It could be palpable too, right? I think there's the excitement is also palpable and tangible. They're both great words.
Both great words.
Original gangster.
Motherfucking Ice-T. In the building for the I Am Rapaport Stereo Podcast.
feel it.
Feel it, feel it, feel it.
Tangible.
Tangible means something you can touch or feel, something that is physically real, making bullets melt with lead in a frying pan. My hand cannon leave you dead where you stand, heading across the land in a chuck wagon. Tuck a magnum in my belt so big I leave my buckle sagging. Bow-legged the way I stand, I fanned revolvers with my left hand. I stole an Indian land, the damn pistols of Dallas. Light up the night like Aurora Borealis. I pull your card like Poker Alice. The intention and desire for evil is malice. Syncopated means to shorten up a word, taking letters out the middle. To reduce something in size is to whittle. Break it down till it's brittle. I'll break you down and belittle. Blazing saddles with Cleveland little. As I'm riding on a Sammy Sosa white Camarello. Irreverence means a lack of respect for this land. White people with the redneck, every one of them a liar. Die young but get their aging heads on a flyer. 20 years after they vanish, revolvers twist like pulling on both sides of a wrapper from a candy dish. Licorice, I'll lick you down with the contra spread gun I brandish. Moldy prints, fingerprints, and dry scales of a fish. The Ish Smith, swish. I'm the 3-point of an urban myth, and I sniff coke lines the width of a caterpillar with fur, chopped up with a spur on a cowboy boot up about Westerner. On a vibrating table inside of a train, I'm like Abel and Cain. I'm not my brother's keeper. Blood is thicker than water, but water's much deeper. So my family looks at me like the Grim Reaper.
It's factual situations turned into a fictional story.
Sometimes I catch myself sitting back, scratching the hair off my head. The Cowboys want me dead, but what I can't understand is they're being led by Indians of another band into Comanche land. They wish that they could kill this magnificent specimen of savage manhood. I'll leave their bodies full of wood. Shooting my arrows left them dead where they stood. The last stand of Custer. As a young brave, courage is never hard to muster. Picture the sight, mounted Indians riding right through a settlement at night. Comanche moonlight, everybody dies, I just expedite. Knee-high to a grasshopper in height. The last time I smelt a peace pipe ignite. The scalpel will be your delight. My arrows take flight, my war paint bright. Indians versus the Cowboys fight. A smoldering hatred for the white, invading our territory without a permit, no parlay or invite. Volatility means change for the worse. The war party beat the drum and we disperse. Run off your horses on the plains, make you die of thirst. The president versus the Cumps is curse. Adverse to the Cowboys, they're reverse. Everything you promised us is in verse, and verse means the opposite, or reverse. So there's nothing more to talk about or converse. Hit the dusty trail and traverse back to where you came from, cause we were here first. My lips pursed after an outburst of anger, and then I scalped that cowboy wrangler. Dejected means you lack hope. At the end of your rope, light at the end of the tunnel faded. Traded slugs with the ill-fated, affiliated with the outlaws, illustrated with the shaded jaws, sucking hay straws on the wanted posters on the walls. The moldy print straws, the black powder caps and balls, like Charles Bowles, Black Bart the poet. I tied the horses up to the cart to tow it, and tell them whoa when I start to slow it. They chomping at the bit, ready to hit the dusty trail. A brain tablet next to my lip, I lit to inhale. The stale prints wanted in jail, they'll never find me. Like a needle in a bale, might as well be going around in circles on a carousel. I'm going west with 5 in an American tale. Spent some time in Oklahoma for a spell, shooting it out at the OKCORRAL. The star on the law started to fall. I made a wish, blew out the barrel on the gun I brandished, making the smoke vanish. Horses will eject you off a hurricane deck. That's a saddle in the western plain dialect. Sprain the neck, John Wayne resurrected again and directed. The Wild West mixtape, Drake curtains separate, show a desert landscape. My 38 tucked inside my duster with the cape. I walk with a gunslinger's gait, palpitate your heart rate with bated breath. Await your death, the weight on your mind got some heft. You're the last that the Mohicans got left. Walking the trail of tears, your prayers full of no deaf ears. On the western frontier I share feathers on headgear like cashmere. A pioneer in this Wild West. My down vest filled with headdress. Confess my sins and my Sunday best. No rest for the wickedness. Tumbleweed blew through the W, the song the compass, a storm I brew. Skies grew a hue of darkness, it's overcast. Horses look up from eating grass to the sound of the thunder. The double barrel over under. The moldy prints leave your dream catchers torn asunder. In your slumber, wake up to Indian summer. And a sweat fever get to a dangerous number. The racial epithet that I slur. Quiet like a rural horse whisperer. I'm the revenant dressed in fur. The Wild West under the jingle, the spur. Gunslinger, the swing around my finger, ear ringer. The rapper slash country singer, brandishing a king cobra. Pulling back my thumb, igniting black powder crumb. The word is mum, word to your mother, I play dumb. I don't flap the gum, my lips I'm zipping them, sipping on some red rum. Slowly reaching your guns and toss them. Play pause them, I draw some of the awesomest guns. They'll leave fatherless sons and give indigenous ones to residential school nuns.
Hey, what's that movie that Bogart made?
Which one?
The one where he played a cowboy. Only the one.
The Oklahoma Kid.
Shane? Oklahoma Kid. Shane. Oklahoma Kid. That's me. I'm the Oklahoma Kid. You fucking Barney. Thanks. Thanks. Yahoo, you motherfucker. Come on. Come on, you motherfucker. Now he's moving. He's making
me. Henry, what happened?
He got him in the foot, Tommy. He's fucking doctor. All right, so he got shot in the foot. What is it, a big fucking deal?
It's the Wild West.
Check it out, the Wild COWBOY. And we the capital M to the B to the P. Money Boss and the Wild Cowboys. Going down in history. Well,
Suffrage means the right to vote. The 45 I told shot the sheriff and made his spirit float. Wild cowboys paint the town red, but it ain't another coat. An arrow through your horse's limb. Who's starting to break rhythm? The Indians that try to kill him, do him in and take the top of his head skin. Scalp it off with a shit-eating grin. The turn of the tides, the tables spin. You won't live to see the yellow in the horizon as the sun is rising to the bellowing of the bison on the land that the cowboys are colonizing.
Wild COWBOY. And we the capital M to the B to the P. Money Boss and the Wild Cowboys. Going down in history. Well,
exuberant.
EXUBERANT. It means you're full of energy. Me and Rapaport and G Moody in the DeLorean. It's got 1.21 gigawatts, horsepower of 1,000,000 trots. Great Scott, Mad Dog versus Marty McFly, and I shoot from the thigh. Call you yellow when I vilify. Your guardian angel cry in the sky from the view of a bird's eye. You're in a situation God can't rectify. It's your day to die. Hit the hay, I make you catch eternal shut-eye.
The Wild COWBOY. And we the capital M to the B to the P. Money Boss and the Wild Cowboys. Going down in history. Well,
Espouse means to give support to an idea, a principle of belief. Scalping headdresses like propellers on reefs. Underwater, baptizing the chiefs as they hold their breath. Cultural assimilation, shibboleth. A culture theft, I used to float up, pull my boat up. Ain't nothing funny, stop beguiling. Beguiling means deceiving while you smiling. Are you mad cause I'm styling? ENJ versus Knicks. Cowboy boots for some kicks. My peacemaker holds 6, but ain't no peace in my posse of selfish pricks.
COWBOY. And we the capital M to the B to the P. Money Boss and the Wild Cowboys. Going down in history. Well, Money Boss and the straight flossing up. The Cowboys in up, making noise in up. The money bossing up, we straight flossing up. The Cowboys in up, making noise in up. Cowboys in, money bossing. Cowboys in, making noise in. Money bossing. Cowboys in, making noise in.
Yes, yo. A 1, 2, 3, Rapaport be the best, yo. Adams and Gerard to get the wild, wild west, yo. I'll send arrows to your buckskin vest, yo. And take your chest, yo. Diligently means you show effort in your work. Adjust the serve, make you wipe off your smirk. Where I'll lurk, make your horse's ears perk. A wild cowboy, I'm berserk. Shooting at your feet, make you dance with footwork. The Oklahoma Kid, Joe Pesci versus Spider. The Lone Rider, you couldn't hit the broadside of a barn. That's the side that's wider. For buffalo hide, I'd eradicate them from the countryside till they all died. Leave you hog-tied, vilified. Those who live in glass houses shouldn't throw wood that's petrified. Get terrified when Jeremy Ross is outside.
That's what I thought. Get inside. Put your fucking shovel down. You need that against me and you would lose.
You are the wildest cowboy.
Come on, let's go.
Yes, yo. A 1, 2, 3, G Moody be the best, yo. Adams and Gerard to get the wild, wild west, yo. I'll send arrows to your buckskin vest, yo. And take your chest, yo. Intimated means to hint or imply. I went back in time like Marty McFly. To 1885, I arrive in a Sammy Sosa white DeLorean that I drive. Take 10 steps and draw my 45. You won't survive, you won't revive. With your head inside the horse trough, you dive. Deprive you of oxygen. Then I round up the cows inside the pen with the cattlemen. Riding on horseback and equestrian. The long arm of the law extend. Wanted dead or alive when they apprehend. And then the whole town attend to make sure justice is served in the end. Hanging from a rope, the wild cowboy suspend. Yes, yo. A 1, 2, 3, D Collins is the best, yo. Adams and Gerard to get the wild, wild west, yo. I'll send arrows to your buckskin vest, yo. And take your chest, yo.
That's gonna be a gap? A cape? A gape?
A gape means your mouth wide open in shock. Standing there speechless as you gawk to see an Indian running upon you with the tomahawk and a mohawk, rustling the livestock, cocking back the flintlock. At high noon, 12 o'clock, Doc Holiday walk 10 paces, turn around about face, let the bullet out the case, falling out of God's grace. Wrong time, wrong place, until that picture in Back to the Future starts to erase a continuum of time and space at an 88 miles per hour pace.
Adam, it's that time. I need you to take me out of here.
Ready, Marty? Ready! Cut!
Io Silver.
What year is this? What year is this?
70, fucking 79.
This is like 86?
Nah, 87. That was my favorite shit, y'all. Polo shit. Everything was lovely, man. Everything was lovely, man.
Hey, you know, everybody's talking about the good old days, right? Everybody, the good old days, the good old days. Well, let's talk about the good old days.
verklempt.
Verklempt means too emotional to speak. Tears of joy leak down your cheek. Beautiful like a song from a bird's beak. Too perfect to critique. The view from a mountain peak where every snowflake is unique. Grateful for the sister of mine and the time she see me writing on the deck when I was too shy to let anyone hear me rhyme. You came outside to talk to me in the sunshine. You had a way to open me up and let you hear me flow. It's how I know you'll be a good teacher to reach these kids that can grow. At the beach I seen children gravitate to your soul as you waded in the water with them where it's shallow. They followed you like a shadow. A saint to holy person means hallow. You're like an angel in the snow. Remember we used to go ice fishing 20 below, and Dad would play John Deere Green by Joe on the car stereo. Him and Mom would sing it in the front seat as a duo with a thermos of hot cocoa. Mama plant seeds early for tomato and keep them moving slow throughout the day so they can follow that sunbeam from the window. It's how you raised us right. You always kept us in the sunlight. I love you like your hummingbirds that come back to you every spring after their migration flight. Grandma will wake me up at night so I can make a wish upon falling meteorite and hold my hand tight, watching the northern light. Now I wish you were here to hear Rapaport's delight. Me and Philip in the Grand Marquis, Sammy Sosa white. The sight of me and my brother would make her eyes so bright. Invite us in, feed our appetite, saying grace before we took our first bite. Pierogies and cabbage rolls and hamburger soup in our bowls. Her house would smell like fresh dinner rolls. That was food for our souls. In the backyard, roasted marshmallows over the fire coals. I could smell all of the flowers through my nose as you're standing there smiling at me, spraying the water hose on your roses and marigolds. Noxzema on your face so it would glow. Applying it in the mirror in the kitchen above the flour for your dough. Getting ready to go to bed under the homemade blankets that you sew. When you praise somebody highly, it means extol.
Can it be that it was all so simple then?